feel like I cute. Feel like I cute. Bitch, I'm smoking gas, I feel like I cute. I feel like I cute. Bitch, I'm smoking gas, I feel like I cute. Yeah. I feel like I cute. Bitch, I'm smoking gas, I feel like I cute. Yeah. I feel like I cute. I'm sipping that red solo like I cute. Yeah. I got it, these bitches.
Yeah, that shit resonate for sure.
Huh? You guys knew the girl?
Yeah.
And so let's say
I done smashed her and everything.
Nah, it couldn't have been me because
I done cracked that bitch with the homies. We all cracked this bitch before.
So it could have been you.
No, she's just no. We never went to no dad's house, and I don't go to no bitch's crib ever. No, never that.
This is when she lived with her parents in where she's from.
Yeah, coming to Sandcastle.
We didn't meet her till she was in LA, gang. Like we didn't.
I think I know y'all talking about now. Yeah,
y'all are a devious.
No.
That's the
worst part. We can't be talking about this.
Y'all are a devious.
But the last
I was like, hold on, wait.
The last conversation I want to have about this whole racism thing is like,
that's why I only mess with Linglings. You tripping, nigga? You might get popped by by grandpa.
Landea's family was kind of on the same tip, you know, like they embraced me and they loved me and shit like that, but they almost you know, they were like curious about me and shit like that. You know, like, oh, this Mexican kid, like, let's see how he integrates with you know, my son, and like we ended up having a really good.
You used to eat dinner at their crib and shit.
Yeah,
like shit.
She's like cooking fire ass food.
Yeah,
and shit.
bro, they have one of them big ass cribs. Like in Compton, they got fat ass cribs. Let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it a stack.
You said their pops be cooking too all the time, right?
Lanzea's dad, I don't think he's known for cooking. My dad, he's a caterer and everything.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying, where's your boy? Where's your boy at the crib when your dad?
Yeah, he was there like every other day.
That's fine.
You know what I mean? But and he kind of got like it's an interesting thing that happened to him. He kind of got like pacified. You know what I mean? Like he just started listening to corridos. And
he learned to speak Spanish.
Yes,
damn, that nigga learned to speak.
If I call him right now, he's gonna sound like Drex the Joint to you on the phone.
You're like, hell no, nigga.
Nigga. On the gang, nigga.
On the gang, nigga. What the fuck?
Yeah,
fucking
man.
dumb as fuck, nigga.
But the last thing I do want to talk, the next thing we're gonna segue into after the whole.
Before we segue, let me just end it off with, now that you say that, I do see why motherfuckers feel some type of way, because look at that situation where this nigga is like a dark-skinned Hispanic nigga, and he, you know, like he doesn't identify as black, but everybody else identifies as black, right?
He's in a tough situation.
I know, and he's bound to, like, that video was crazy because even though it wasn't him saying it, it's like those are all your friends. Right. Like, if y'all niggas was all on some shit like that, I'm not fucking with y'all for real.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
But
like,
I had to check somebody on that.
That's what I'm saying. But like, that's crazy because like, what, especially for him, what is he supposed to do in that situation? It's like you almost,
you kind of, I don't know, man.
No, but like
they said that kid got dealt with,
and I felt that, but it's like, his reaction in that moment didn't really seem like he had a problem.
They were pumped up, and you know the sad part about like Rasa sometimes is like they look at someone like Drex the Joint, and even though they can't understand like the historical reason of why like he's technically Mexican but still technically black.
No, I feel like black people don't understand that.
Yeah, people are like, oh, nah, come on, bro, you black.
I mean, they're all black people in Mexico, though.
Yeah, there was definitely, and it's like saying Korean. There's Koreans in America, no shit. You know what I mean? The truth is, like, Mexico's border is like the weakest border, and all different countries come in there. Sometimes they get stuck in TJ. You go TJ, a lot of Haitians.
Yeah. Damn.
There's literally tens of people from Ukraine. You know what I mean? It becomes a melting pot of the whole world, really. Yeah. Just to get to this accent point through TJ, especially the walking border. But it's a culture shock whenever you go to the TJ walking border. But
then like, okay, think about like, do people in New York? I mean, well, there's Dominicans everywhere, but there's a heavy Dominican influence in New York.
Also, I want to say this thing. Hold on, I got an important thing to say.
Come on, bro. All right.
Adam, you can suck my dick.
Whoa.
You think you finna make clips off of me? First
okay,
off,
Yuri.
You owe me like $2,500 off unpaid host fees. Check the books.
Wow.
So if you want to keep making clips and keep nagging me and being a little white boy hoe on the internet, we can take you to court and I can collect my little 2 bands and just be an asshole.
Okay, wait, but
damn. Okay,
what was the clip?
What did he clip of you? Yeah,
he was reacting to
of course.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it just clicked in my head. I'm like, oh shit, he did make some shit about that. You feel me?
Of course he did. But did you watch it or are you just going off because you saw a clip?
I just got tagged in some shit. I just heard his face like, I heard
That's
that
all you needed
tone.
to hear.
This nigga's stupid.
I heard
as fuck.
Adam's tone, and I'm like, I don't need to hear a single fucking word.
Bro, you're fucking funny as fuck.
Wait, so the clip was posted on YouTube, or you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Oh,
it's
you said he got
YouTube.
tagged in it. I'm like,
Instagram.
you know how people
Okay,
people
gotcha.
take the YouTube clips.
It was on Instagram, and it was a conversation held on YouTube.
Oh, I definitely. I feel like I watched it and like. I mean, what was like? I expected them to watch it and say something.
yeah, I knew. We already knew that was.
Once I
gonna
seen
happen.
Flacco post a video about it 40 minutes after it happened.
Yo, I got home drunk as fuck, right? Still trying to like sober up, and I'm
it?
like, wait, I'm on YouTube. What? Hey, Flacco, put my name in the shit at least. You feel me? Like,
He was trying to fucking drive himself, and so I was like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna crash at your crib just to make sure you get home safe.
Yeah,
so I
facts.
crashed in the couch, and when we
Thank
got
you.
home,
Thank you.
we slept. We just pop on YouTube. First thing is the funniest fucking just thumbnail and clip of just Blazzy.
he
It
got
was from
pressed.
Flacco. And I was
AI
like,
Blazzy.
quick.
Random AI.
Bro, it was so
Handsome
funny.
photo of
But
myself.
yeah, bro,
mind you.
Flacco's so quick with that shit.
Yeah,
It was
he
literally.
was
40
literally
minutes.
watching that shit. He probably, as soon as you said they cut his thing off, like, okay,
Alright.
this podcaster today. He probably pressed record right away, bro.
So, Crip Gangster got at a Mexican podcaster.
He might have been watching it while it happened. to
Yeah,
be
exactly.
honest.
That's what I'm saying. He paused that shit and
shout
made
out
a
to
video.
Flacco, man. Fair game. You know, it's important to have that dialogue, and it's important to ask yourself,
facts.
like, how do you feel about the situation? You know, what I mean, it's a
Definitely.
win-win. I ain't tripping. I'm not over here gonna fight for my right to have that word. You feel me?
But you're funny as fuck because you just yuried out right now because you just said it was you ain't tripping about Flacco making a clip, but then you just said fuck Adam.
You know what? Can I hold you?
But it is just fuck Adam anyway though. Fuck him anyway. But that is funny
These
though.
are fucking hilarious.
Flacco
bro.
got some entertainment.
Flacco
That's where I draw the line.
Flacco is funny.
Flacco makes really good videos.
I think
bro. can't even
Flacco's
cap.
on a
Like,
generational run
Listen,
right now.
bro,
He makes really
listen.
good
Hey,
videos.
can I tell you something?
Flacco's doing
Can I
better
tell
than
you
No
something?
Jumper, honestly.
Can I tell you something before I forget? House phone. These places are like restaurants. You have Fleming's Burger by Poetic Flacco. And you got McDonald's. You got a double Big Mac from Adam. Ugh. You know which one do you want?
Double Big Mac sounds
Which
nasty.
burger? What are you gonna consume? I'm gonna consume the Fleming burger about me because it might taste better. I don't want to hear no. Yeah,
drunk am
definitely.
Okay, wait. So
know
should
what I
we?
mean?
So should we have the same attitude towards Redacted then?
Well, Adam16 got more trouble. If you don't know, if you ain't familiar, the other day on Community, shout out to Biggest Bros Entertainment. They was featured on there with AD, Pun, and Hove. Shout out to Community. Shout out to both of them. Y'all go subscribe to both of those platforms. And Blazzy got a little fucked up. That's what he was talking about. He got a little drunk. And he said the N-word. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say it like, he said it in an endearing way. You know what I'm saying? And then Hove was like, what? Hold on, what'd you say? You can't be saying the N-word like that, right? Go back and look at the podcast if you missed it. I was actually watching it when it happened. It's crazy. But I was kind of more surprised that Hove said something because I thought that, you know, him being from California where a lot of Hispanic people say the N-word, just like New York, because, you know, a lot of Hispanic people grew up with black folks in Compton, LA, the whole Cali, even the Bay Area. But I'm guessing, you know, they said that, I'm not even guessing. They clarified it, BBE, and they said that, you know, Hove's section beats with the Hispanics. So it's kind of like, he don't kind of favor that too. But I'm like, to me, I always tell people, bro, you know what I mean? When you grow up next to somebody in the same hoods, go to the same schools, hang with the same people, it's natural. Y'all gonna say, it's not even just the N-word. It's black people gonna say certain shit that the Mexican people say, the El Salvadorian people, or Dominican, Puerto Rican, and New York eat certain foods. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a culture exchange. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is, bro. But Blazzy ain't feeling that Bill Clinton nephew, Adam16, Adam14, had something to say about it, which I ain't mad about him, bro. On top of that, you owe this nigga Blazzy some money. And I seen Blazzy already talking about that. I can't remember where I seen him talking about it, but I definitely seen him talk about it about like last week. About how, you know, Adam owe him bread. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, if you don't know what's going on with the no jumper Rico, it's going down over there. Well, I ain't gonna say the no jumper Rico, but they, you know, free big baby, free loose, freedom. You know, there's a lot going on right now, but Blazzy doing so good. I ain't gonna say he's doing so good. He has his ducks in a row so well that he doesn't even have to trip over that. But for real, if Blazzy wanted to sue him, it wouldn't be far-fetched, bro. If I was Blazzy, nigga, I'd just tell him, yo, give me my money. Send over that $2,500. If you was paying T-Rail and them $300 and not paying Smack, and you a lowballer anyway. You know how the rich stay rich is they don't get their money out. You know what I'm saying? To me, in my opinion, Adam moves like a used car salesman. You know, if he can bust your head, he gonna bust your head. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to be fair. You know what I'm saying? The old plantation owner mindset. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure Blazzy ain't gonna take him to court. But that I wouldn't fault him. I think Adam would pay Blazzy though, because I don't think they ever had no problems. But Blazzy you heard him say, "That's my D." You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure Bill Clinton's nephew, Adam16, is gonna have something to say about that. But you know how the white people be. You know what I'm saying? They feel entitled. They're born with a sense of entitlement. They feel like we're in their country anyway. He don't even know that he feel like this. Like 9 times out of 10, if you look at most of them, at some point you're gonna see them that come out of them. And I ain't saying every single white person, but 9 times out of 10, well, there's some who down. You know what I'm saying? They really relate to the struggle, but a lot of them, man, they just don't even understand like what we go through. But I'll be looking forward to see what Adam16 says about this. Pay that man. Pay Blazzy, bro. And Blazzy, you should want your money, bro. I know you ain't used to. It ain't even about it. It ain't about you not being well off enough or you being big. He owe you that money, bro. That's $2,500. You can go get that to. You can get it to your fans. You can get it to an up and coming creator. You can invest that. You can get it to your mama. That's $2,500, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Like it ain't like it's $200. Even though shit, that's money too. But he could cash app you that. You know what I'm saying? But you know how Adam16 is, bro. We all do. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all think Blazzy just reaching, he going crazy? Or you think that Adam16, I call him Adam14 too, should pay up? Y'all let me know below in the comments, man. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. I'm gone. Hey, make sure you subscribe to my other channels pinned in the description for exclusive content and send me all reactions to the Discord that's pinned in the comments. Gang.